Hi, my name is Maria Ballo, and I recently presented at UCO. Hi, UCO. Nice to see you again. Although I cannot see you, you can see me. So I was asked to do a reading for tonight's open mic event, the Latinx open mic event. So this is my recording because unfortunately I'm all the way in Missouri and I have something to do tonight, so I couldn't even participate by phone. So here it goes. I am going to start with a poem that salutes my sister Caribeña. So Caribeña is a woman from the Caribbean, in case there's somebody there who doesn't speak Spanish. And in this poem is my salute to her. And it's in English, but there are a lot of words that are in Spanish. They mainly have to do with food, and they are used for comparisons. So here we go. Caribeña. I salute you, Sister Caribeña. You are cloves and cinnamon, sweet and spicy at once. You move to the waves of the sea and salty breezes on palms and African drum beats, and you have the tint of coconuts and sand. I sing to you, Sister Caribeña, your cumin powder and melaza de panela, at once condiment and miel. Your blood is raw sunlight at noon. You come from ancestral work at the cañeras and craftsmen of silver, oro, y nácar. You move to the tunes of native flutes, and you never deny your passion, innate and indomitable. I sing to you, Sister Caribeña. You are color de achote and mangos de azúcar. I salute you, Sister Caribeña, and your blended mosaic nature. In case there are some of you who do speak Spanish, I'm suspecting that some of you speak Spanish. I wrote this poem, this next poem, in Spanish because it cannot be translated. It cannot be transferred to English. And I wrote it as a challenge from my co-presenter at the conference, Amy DeGrossa. She challenged me to write this topic. So it's an ode, and it's Oda a la Vaina. If there are any of you who are Dominican, Puerto Rican, coastal Caribbean, Colombian, Venezuelan, or anybody from the Caribbean region, this is for you, and you will get this. Oda a la vaina. La vaina es buena, es mediocre, también es mala. La vaina está jodida, está vigente, también vencida o reconstruida. La vaina es elegante, es exótica u ordinaria, aún fea. La vaina se deja por los rincones, también se recupera. La vaina es un verbo que nos envaina, un sustantivo que nos rescata, el participio adjetival que nos describe. La vaina es lo recuperado cuando la memoria falla, es el vocablo accesible, moldeable, transferible y manejable, es marcador de discurso, el punto final de un argumento, es el comienzo, también la conclusión. La vaina es fácil, a veces difícil, es un problema o su solución, es un saludo ordinario, también su respuesta. La vaina viene de fuera o surge de dentro. La vaina es una exclamación, es un interrogativo. La vaina está aislada o acompañada. La vaina envaina y desenvaina. La vaina es inmemorial, la vaina es eterna, aunque también efímera. Es amiga y es enemiga. La vaina es variable, aunque siempre femenina. Speaking of odes, this next one also, if you know anything about Spanish, you don't have to be a native speaker of Spanish to know this. You know that the Spanish alphabet has one extra letter, and that's the ñ. So this is an ode to the ñ. Misunderstood, almost lost in attempts to universalize alphabets, neglected by language learners, the ñ lives on, relentless, imperious, a sublime N with a twisted crown, a disdainful smile at its very top that creates phonetic and semantic differences, reigning over words that would not be the same without it. The word mañana, how monotonous, with consecutive, unromantic ends. Oh, ñ, without you, my mother's nickname, Oño, would be the same as Yoko's surname. Countless of other names would simply not exist. Núñez, Nariño, Saldaña. Eñame, essential ingredient of Caribbean cuisines, would become a non-exotic and boring root vegetable. Without you, we could not distinguish pena, sorrow, from peña, rock. Sueno, I make a sound. From sueño, I dream. Caña would be white hair, not the staple sugar cane, and many, many more. Oh, ñ, my ñ, stay strong. Don't make me long for you, añorarte. I want to teach you, enseñarte. I want to use you with loving care, con cariño. I want to bathe in you, bañarme en ti. I want the voluptuous center of my tongue, not just the insignificant tip, touching the roof of my mouth, and its kissing embrace, necessary to produce your sound. Continue to survive and persevere. Oh, my ñ. Thank you, and I will conclude the reading with a poem that has to do with origins. It's kind of a salute of where I come from. I am from Colombia, South America, and this speaks to that culture. Okay, it is called Untranslatable. I am from topless and barefooted childhood, from honest sweats and uninhibited nature, from running under a raw sun, from baths in the rain and splashes on puddles, from coexistence with ants and small lizards, from hunger distracted with sugar water, from a fresh banana over a hot meal, from fruit trees at hand's reach on any yard, from refreshments of homemade juices. I am from shopping at the corner store for what is needed that very day, nothing more. From the unapologetic routine curse, from those who correct the naughtiness of any child without offending the parents, from fresh fish stew with coconut rice, from pigeon pea with salted meat soup, from fried plantains and egg-filled arepas. I am from closing traffic of streets with no permits whatsoever to practice cumbia during the carnivals, from never sleeping a New Year's Eve, from a hangover cure sunbathing by the sea, from a semi-truck alongside a mule cart. I am from sentiments warm as Caribbean sand, from flexible wavy hips like dreamy palms or swaying hammocks at sunset, from a stranger's problem becoming our own, if within earshot of their conversation. Our advice always welcome, never intrusive. I am coastal Caribbean, a cumbia dance, a native's flute, an African drum, a lyrical phrase under a bilingual Atlantic moon. I am untranslatable. Thank you very much for listening, and I wish I could be there to listen to you all, and I hope you have a great evening.